Okay, just wait. I'm sending the link to myself. No one's on yet. Thanks. Okay. Forwarding these to you. Okay, did that. I know more about Binghamton, so that's good. All right, if you're just joining us, welcome. We have a fantastic game lined up for today. We have the Duke women's team versus the Binghamton women's team. Duke's women's team has absolutely run through this tournament. And if you were with us last year, you saw Binghamton's women's team run through this tournament. So this is a battle of two powerhouses. And so let's see how this goes. All right. We got a number 2. Okay. Sorry? Yeah, I'll pull it up here. So just give us 1 second. We're still figuring out some technical things here, but just bear with us for just a little bit, and we will have the broadcast up and running. All right. All right. And again, welcome. We are basically back with you right now watching Binghamton versus Duke in the women's championship. This is going to be a hard-fought game. Two very good teams. As we see Dahlia Sareb go up for a nearly made jump hook over there and just can't get it to fall.
Once you mentioned Duke just running through this tournament, they jump out to big leads, but early in ball games. Right now, Binghamton kind of controlling this one.
3-0 Sareb takes the first one. And we have about 15 minutes left in the half.
All their points from
She's engaged, in fact. Fun fact. I don't know her. I just know she's engaged because she's a mutual friend. All right, here comes Duke on the other end. For 3, can't get it to fall. Battling for the rebound. Bear with us here.
Maybe the best average of 16 doesn't turn the ball over.
Oh, is that her? That's Weingard. Who was that? Weingard with the assist. All right. Well, now we have our numberless out, and Sarah looks to have been hurt a little bit there on a nice trap. This Duke team plays a lot of tough defense, so I hear.
Binghamton can't afford to lose 15 the last game. Already 2 when she left off.
Yeah, she's a good ball player. And Binghamton is missing, one of their typical best players in Mia Raskin. Raskin is, a great ball handler, can finish up the rack and shoot. So they're really missing her. Shout out to her cousin for having a bar mitzvah, so she could not attend this year's tournament, which is unfortunate for basketball fans. Couldn't be. Scheinberg with a shot, can't get it to fall. And Matanya Rubin trying to hold down the rebound, and she cannot. It looks like we have a foul. And that'll go on Cagliari. I do not really know how to pronounce her last name.
Interesting stat about her. She has 11 assists and 11 fouls for this entire
You Samantha Horowitz out to Scheinberg in the corner. Scheinberg tries another three, and it's short this time.
He's been in control in all of their games, blowing teams out. But right now, Binghamton,
For their run for their respective monies. Scheinberg inbounds. Here comes Sarah over the top. 4-3. That is Zimmerman, I believe. I'm not really sure. And it's brought down by number one on Duke, Naomi Holtzman. Samantha George with a shot. Can't get that one to fall. Comes short. Sarah stops at the line. Hits Zimmerman, who appears to be their go-to point guard. I actually don't think that is Zimmerman. We're trying to figure this out. We were not briefed on this. What's up? It's a Haley Walenza. So our apologies. So our apologies. So you're talking about Haley Walenza, who's seems like their go-to point guard. Captain Maddie Gans out there as well, number 3, and an air ball from the end of Duke. And it looks like, I believe, was that Cagliari is frustrated from that air ball. Here comes Samantha Horowitz coming up the middle. Horowitz is an absolute paint presence. An old friend of mine, Samantha, is a beast in the paint. Here comes Sarah. Sarah for 3. Off the front iron.
And it's taking good shots aggressively.
Oh, and a nice finish. Truly.
15 points in the last 3.
Sorry about the table there. And a reset with Walenza taking point. Oh, Walenza with a nice move. Floats it up. Off the backboard. Can't get it to fall. Score is tied 5-5. As you see over here, Weingart from the corner for 3. And it's short. Rubin with the rebound. Here comes Walenza walking it up. They're pacing themselves. And the stands are beginning to fill gradually as this game's action gets more revved up. Calling for travel on Rubin, they don't get it. Here comes Walenza. Again, my apologies for some of the camera stuff. Talia Sherrod for 3 from the wing. Splash.
Sarah with all 8
Here's Weingart with the ball up top. Duke talking a lot on offense. And a floater up there from Cagliari. Can't get it to fall. Oh! And out of nowhere comes Weingart with a steal. And Walenza intercepts it on its way back. On a quick run. Scheinberg with a quick J, can't get it. Here's Rubin, also cannot get that. And a deep pass to Cagliari. Cagliari on a fast break with Walenza behind her. Can't convert the layup, and Scheinberg is there with a rebound. Hits Sarah on a long pass. Sarah trying to call for a foul, and they call a timeout. A nice trap by Duke. Yeah, she seemed to have been, a bit shaken up from the play before, and I don't think that trap right there was of any help to do that.
Sarah, you have to look at other schools that can sit out the rest of the time. And you talk about the stands. So I'm going to look for this game. I'm assuming for the Tier 1 championship game, this place is going.
And you really hope so. I mean, Ritchie Coliseum is a fantastic venue for, smaller scale basketball games like these that still, attract a good amount, a few hundred people. And so we hope that there will be a good turnout for the rest of this game, as well as the Tier 1 championship, which is coming up at 3 p.m. And that's sure to be a good game between Marilyn Kozowski and NHBT won the free agent game as a big surprise. All right, bear with us as we carry on through the timeout. Ooh, some camera adjustment. Again, apologies. We do not have the best camera, but that's not why we're here. We're here to support. We're here to support our athletes, our players. A lot of work into this tournament. It's been an incredible weekend of for those watching from home, family members, friends, all three of you. Hopefully more. We had a few more earlier on in the broadcast, but the timeout is usually a bit of a lull of sorts. And it looks like the action's about to start up again. Scheinberg on the inbound. Quick camera adjustment. Bear with us, please. This time we will be using a charger box. For those of you who were with us before, we were using a muffin to hold this camera up. Weingart with a nice Euro step and a little taunt after.
Right with two left-handed layups to start this game.
And she's very skilled. Horowitz looking for it in the high post at that. And they're moving it around. Walenzik to Scheinberg, their captain. Oh, captain, my captain. There's Horowitz looking for a little hook and cannot get it. And, I'm a big fan of Samantha George because she does, in fact, have two first names. George to Cagliari. And there's George with a floater alert, a teardrop of sorts. But that's not sad for the Duke team as they take the lead 9-8.
Certainly keep the ball in the top. She goes for the rebound, averaging 6 boards per game this tournament, 14 rebounds.
Impressive. More than I could ever average for real. And Rubin overshoots it by a lot. Can't get the ball. She's clearly frustrated, but she's still a good player. She'll get back up. And Walenzik with a great steal. She's there in the passing seams. Ready for steals. Gans on Walenzik. And it looks like now we have Zimmerman in. My apologies. I thought Walenzik was Zimmerman before. Samantha Horowitz out to Scheinberg on the wing. Scheinberg with a shot. And in the corner. Can't get it. Zimmerman fighting for it. And looks like we have a foul on Duke.
Duke is up 9-8, but Binghamton is staying in this game. Forcing turnovers at the other end. And now they're drawing contact. Stay aggressive.
Got it. And while I was at the NHBT bar night on Thursday night, I was chatting with a couple Duke players, including their captain Maddie Gans, about their team and their aspirations for the tournament, among other things. As Scheinberg shoots and cannot convert, we have a jump ball, and they were saying, we feel like there's a lot of expectations put on us because Duke's a big basketball school, really a blue blood, both for men's and women's basketball, historical programs on both ends. And although that doesn't always translate, you have our Yeshiva University teams, which is a Division III team, which has never won any national championships. They still play well here. But what was shocking to me about that is seeing how they've performed in this tournament so far. They've been a force to reckon with.
They're certainly meeting those expectations that have been brought.
Well, yeah. And to the line is Lindsay Weingard. I'm kidding. I was lying to you. It is Haley Walenzik. Walenzik hits the right iron. Here's Weingard with a nice behind the back. Hits Cagliari for a quick jump stop. Right, nice little voice crack there. Tanya Rubin, a beast on the boards. That's her third rebound on the game. Here's Scheinberg. Pass is tipped. en route to Ruben, and Duke to the other end, and a beautiful finish by Weingart. Just a lob over the head. That's exceptionally difficult to do, and she does it. Are you sure she's the righty? Are you sure, my brother? Ooh. And here's Gans on the fast break. Two Bing players trailing her, and Weingart with a putback. And she is hyped. Weingart.
She's got 8 of 13. She just takes control of what
she's very skilled. Cagliari and Zimmerman fighting for it. And Walenzik fouls Cagliari on the way up, and she converts the end one. Cagliari will be at the line as Duke takes a 5-point lead. And it appears that Duke is sort of, finding their stride. They were a bit shaky to begin with, but they are really, doing their thing now.
Obviously averages 16 a game, but Weingart's got 8. Samantha George with 5, and now Cagliari gets her score.
Oh, and a tough miss. And Ruben with another board. Here's Sarah weaving through the lane. Intercepted by Gans. Yeah. Weingart for 3. Can't get out to convert. But you really thought she was going to. Zimmerman with a nice board. Tipped by George. Back over to their point guard, Walenzik, as she looks to sort of even out this game here. And Sarah's with a shot. I kind of missed that on the camera, but it went out of bounds. My apologies. This is tough work, man. I really wish we had a wider camera that could capture more, but it cannot. So we're making it work. Gans in the corner. Can't hold on to it, and that is Bearcats' ball.
We've got a long time without a turnover, and so they're finding their stride with Weingart and Cagliari getting going. This is what's going to be getting back in this game. They got to capitalize on those turnovers.
He runs it to Sarah, and a nice press coming from Duke. Really well executed. Here's Walenzik. Oh, and it appears she was fouled. And Weingart is not happy about that. Neither is Walenzik. Or not Walenzik. Cagliari. Sorry, these names are getting confusing. My apologies. Really hoping our tech doesn't die out on us by the time we reach the Tier 1 game. For
the night. Third foul.
Big. Walenzik, nothing but net on her. We had to mute you there for a second as my compadre, Benji, did in fact have the sneeze. Walenzik on her second shot. Wow. Remarkable. Here's Cagliari looking. It's George up top, guarded by Ruben. George with a nice jump stop and a good looking one as Weingart gets the rebound. Cagliari over to Gans, swinging it around. Oh, and George tries to convert with the right and can't get it. And Ruben is fouled, hit in the face. That did not look very pleasant for her. Hope she's okay. As Hannah Kirsch steps into the game. Kirsch, another good friend of mine. It's great to see all these friends from across the country sort of join together.
Highlighted by competition. Underrated part is everybody knows each other.
That's definitely not true. But people meet each other. You see people you know. As Ruben heads to the line, how many fouls is that? It looks like they in bonus. 9 fouls. This is the first half, correct?
Yeah.
Good Lord. So they're about to be in double bonus. Ruben sinks the first one.
Pick up their stride outside Sarah.
Exactly. And that was Ruben's first point. Looking for a second. And she gets it. Well done. Composure at the line from both her and Walenzik. Bearcats. Come on now. And it's a 3-point game. As Duke is up, Weingard pacing herself, setting up the offense. Oh, and a nice pass to George. Baseline J, sinks it. Money. Well, yeah. Right. It's been hard to track assists at this tournament as Welenzik with a buzzer beater. Can't get it. And that's the half. It's now halftime. We look forward to you guys joining us again, or stick with us. This halftime will not be that long. I promise, probably. And we're going to go try to find a computer charger. All right, and we are back with the women's championship for NHBT. Score is currently 17-12 as Duke leads. And Duke starting with the ball. All right, sorry about that. Just had to deal with a couple technical things. You have a foul here. Oh, looks like Weingart is hurt. Hopefully she's okay. Took a tough fall there. Seems to be doing okay though. Weingart, clearly a fierce competitor. She plays like it too. Sorry about that. Sarah hits Horowitz in the paint. And a fantastic steal by Weingart. Cagliari recovers it. It's Weingart on a break. Weingart looking for a Euro step, gets fouled by Kirsch. And she'll be shooting to try to put her team up by 7. Just keep this here. And sinks them both. So and Weingart with 10 points. That's more than half of her team's points. Here's Kirsch with a shot. Off the mark as Weingart lets it scamper out of bounds. Here comes George at the point. No, we got a little wire blocking us. There we go. George at the point, guarded by Willenzik. It's for Cagliari down low. And she is called for a travel. Here's Sarah off the right side. It's Willenzik. Willenzik surveys. Zimmerman for 3. Comes off. Rebound Cagliari. Big pass to Weingart. Weingart behind the back. Nice move. Weingart looking baseline. Zimmerman doesn't allow it for her. Around the horn. There's, wow, what a shot from Cagliari. Big shot by her. That's 5 points for Julia Cagliari. Having a pretty good game as she records a steal and can't convert on the layup. But Samantha George on the rebound, the big one. And an absolute splash by Naomi Holtzman, the freshman. Holtzman has been relatively quiet so far this game.
Doesn't score a bunch, you're right. First, averages 2 points per game in the tournament, already got 3 today.
Good boy. On this loaded Duke team, it can be hard to, really show out. Ball slipped out of bounds. Where's he? Here's Zimmerman on the wing. It's Horowitz with a mismatch. Horowitz, light work, baby food. Back around to the other end. Weingart for 3. Gets it to go, and she does a little bow and arrow. A little bow and arrow for us. Over here lets us know she's for real. And Weingart doing everything for this Duke team. The pass to George. George converts. And it looks like Duke is starting to pull away. And a timeout for Binghamton. They're going to want to regroup. This is a tough matchup. This Duke team is very good.
Even when it felt like it was an off game, they held the state open, counted all their rebounds.
Yeah.
Second lead is 16.
Yeah, and a lot of that's about sharing the ball. They've been sharing the ball very well, and they have girls who can score from all three levels of the basketball court, down low, mid range, from the 3-pointer. They've really been doing it all.
Yeah, right. They rely on line guard. One season, one getting involved. One team gets three. And they're all very good. Let everybody.
Right. All right, and back out of the timeout. Here we go. Duke is up by 16 points, 30-14. Let's see if Binghamton can get back into it. This game is far from over, and there are about 13 minutes left in the second half. So plenty of basketball left to be played in this women's championship showdown. As Binghamton turns it over, Scheinberg couldn't quite get a hold of it as it was passed to her down the right side. It's interesting that Sarah is on the bench. She has no fouls. That's true. That's a good point. And back out to Weingard. She can't hit that one, but that's a bit of a shock considering how well she's been shooting and just playing. I don't know about that. Oh, and a tough finish from Weingard, and she lets him know. Weingard, again, doing it all. A behind-the-back pass to Cagliari, who's fouled by Zimmerman. And that was a pretty one.
It's her scoring that, it defines her, but it's not. It's passing. She's so talented for a lot of stuff.
Cagliari sinks the first one, extending the lead to 19. Binghamton really going to have to get it together if they want to stay in this one.
There's no 19-point pass.
And Cagliari extends the lead to 20. And for those who are neutral or supporting Binghamton, you really just hope they can get back into it. And we have a jump ball between Gans and Ruben. Ruben clearly frustrated. Inbounded by Scheinberg, and a shot. Walenzik completely off the mark. Zimmerman tries to save it, and it's given over to Cagliari. Cagliari taking it down the court. It's Weingard at the block. Back up to George. George with a nice look, but totally off the mark, and Cagliari cleans it up. 22-point lead. Cagliari is everywhere. Yeah, with all the credit, and the credit is due for Weingard. Cagliari is having herself a game as well.
5 rebounds, 3 fouls, and
Right. So both Cagliari and George as well. They both have 9 points respectively. Cagliari logging 5 rebounds. George with 7 rebounds thus far. Cagliari with an assist as well. As Holtzman makes a splash. And Binghamton looking a bit lost in their press break. And Scheinberg completely overthrows Kirsch. And we're going back the other way. And, this is a very different look for a Binghamton team that was, again, completely dominant last year, but missing really their their top scorer, one of their best players, I believe their top scorer, Mia Raskin. Huge blow for their team. You know, probably would have helped them a lot in this game. As Cagliari pulls up from 3 off the mark. And Binghamton's going to want to get past that court. They're running out of time. Oh, and they barely get it. Steinberg with it. And it doesn't look like they're going to let up until the game is over. Horowitz looking to use her bread and butter. A nice little jump hook in the paint. Can't get it. Gans dribbling it up. A little stop out to George. Some good ball movement. Cagliari gets down low. Horowitz with a nice block. Absolutely denies Cagliari of any opportunity to score that. And bounds underneath. Ultimate Cagliari posting up Horowitz and gets it to go. And on Horowitz, nonetheless, Samantha Horowitz is a nightmare for for offensive opponents. And yeah, Cagliari is doing it. Cagliari with the board. Takes it out, resets. We're probably under 10 minutes at this point. And it looks like they're just trying to chew clock. Because Duke, if they keep playing this way, they all but have this thing secured. George in and out. Walenzik taking it up. Duke looking for some offensive spark. Sarah tries to give it to him and cannot. Some nice passing with a fast break. And this is just. It looks like this may just be a runaway.
Obviously, you mentioned Binghamton dominated the last 2 tournaments. Duke dominated this one.
Walenzik can't hit on floater. Boards her own shot. Can't hit that one either. Cagliari with the board. Over the Gans, but tipped away from Horowitz. And Weingard keeping it cool. Hits George in the corner. George for 3. Off the back iron. Kirsch with the rebound. Here comes Steinberg the other way. Walenzik slowing it down. Zimmerman tries it and overshoots, and we have ourselves a turnover. Yeah, I mean, it's just flat out impressive. I would say this game is not as much of a knock on Binghamton. I think they still have a very good team. It's more of a compliment to this Duke women's team, which is just very well-rounded and very skilled. As Weingard pulls up, can't get it. Walenzik with the board. She leaves her Bearcats back on the offensive front. Looking to move it around the horn. Walenzik on the drive with a floater. And just unfortunately a break. Here's Gans on the break. Gans puts it up and does not have it put down. I think the referees might just be trying to help them get back in the game. As Holtzman with a nice board, denied by Horowitz, and denied again by Zimmerman, as there's a jump ball called. And Latanya Rubin checks in for Hannah Kirsch. Let's see if Binghamton can use a little more height. Mighty Gans cannot connect on the mid-range jumper.
Championship game.
Zimmerman from the baseline and can't hit rim. Double alert. Holtzman can't do it. Runs like the Scheinberg for three. Tries to bank it and can't. This is pretty wild considering, how good Binghamton was looking early on. Right, a bit less than 3 minutes left here. Lenzik on the break. Sorry about that. Lenzik on the break. Led by Weingard and is fouled by Taglieri. Lenzik at the line, looking to put an end to a large Duke run. Oh. And that one rims out. Yeah. Scheinberg for three. Older shoots it. Double doubles for everyone. Lenzik with a nice pump fake. Short on the floater. Back out there. Another pump fake and another floater. And another miss. Here's the inbound pass. Lenzik and
That's 10 rebounds.
Taglieri. Here's Maddie Gans with a deep mid-range, and she sinks it. Those are her first points on the game. All right, and about 30 seconds left. In a game that started off as, being pretty close, but has been a runaway victory for the Duke Blue Devils women's MNHBT team. And congratulations to them. They deserve it. Taglieri with the finishing touch. Remarkable. All right, stay tuned for the next link, which will be the Tier 1 champion link, and we'll see you soon. Okay.